This is the place the Admiral told us about.
So,
The hell is this thing?
Admiral! Whoa! The Seeker is here too!
Yeah. Let's see.
yeah.
Once you do, there's no turning back. Let's see.
Greetings.
I don't recall ever meeting this person.
Farewell.
Okay.
Now then. It begins.
Just jump in the boat already.
You're really doing this?
We shall return. Fear not.
She's judging me how often that she's got kidnapped and got herself into trouble. I'll have to double check.
Huh.
I passed out the other night. And then didn't even come on, I think, until Friday or so.
How did you even find this damn place, anyway?
We have Zora Magdaros to thank for clearing the way. Upon dying, the Elder Dragons dissolve in the effluvium, and the energy that accumulates in the veins of the earth then crystallizes.
And over time, that grew into this recess?
Yes. However, in more recent years, I have sensed a drastic surge in the land's energies.
I don't like the sound of this.
Prepare yourself, my friend. Something is terribly amiss.
That's a lot of sharp, pointy crystals. Why am I the one rowing? I feel like my character's the one doing all the damn work here. Thanks.
It's inside.
Great mother of, damn.
Over countless years, the Elder's bioenergy created this. Even I never expected it to be so enormous. Wait. It's too pure. What is this thing really?
It's angry, that's what it is.
No!
It's a deadly disco. Yeah. Oh, this thing looks angry. I haven't even seen it yet. You never go and wake something up. Especially something that looks like they're made out of crystal.
All right. You got this? I'll get him back to safety while you keep our new friend here at bay. Don't let it leave the nest. And I mean do not! I'll be back with help.
Oh, this thing looks angry.
Just do what you gotta do!
Ah! Oh no! This is awful! You've got this! Go, 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 go!
I'm glad she has more faith in me. Get up! Turn around. I like how it could just fuse through crystals. Oh, jeez. You could shoot in a direction you're not even frickin' looking. Move. Aich. At least I'm good at dodging. Watch out for the tail. Watch out.
You can do it! We can do it! No matter what happens, I'll be here for you. We're an unbreakable team!
Shit. How does she say we're an unbreakable team? I've never actually seen her in battle. Ow. Whoa. Oof. Move so you're not stepped on, please. Sound like it was powering up. Where'd it go? Oh, well, at least I didn't have to chase it. So are these not real? No, they're definitely real, just not for him. Oh shit. Why is he shaking? One, two. Shit. Just spending most of my time chasing him. Why am I zoomed in? Oh shit. Ow.
Pard, you okay? Hey, Pard!
Why is it shaking? Maybe it's just my screen that's shaking. It's just my screen that's shaking. Thank you. Yes, it was perfectly fine when the harder levels originally started. Perfectly fine. And then I don't know when it all of a sudden changed to, hey, this is not working. I can usually do quite well. It just takes me a little bit, but as soon as I start dying, I lose control and can't control myself.
What is it with you? All you ever do is sleep and fall off things. So how awesome were you down there?
Stop
Too
being
awesome?
annoying. Yes.
Well, good morning. Thanks to you, the Research Commission's work is complete. I sent a ship ahead to report back to the Guild. They'll relieve us just as soon as they confirm our findings. Everyone, I commend you all for your valiant efforts here. And now, let us celebrate! To banquet!
Gallery hub?
Cheers! Well, we did it. You know, after we crash-landed here, I started to wonder if I made the right choice. But the new world was all the adventure I wanted and more. Oh, she made it. I'm just gonna say hi. Come on.
May I?
Oh,
If not for you, I might not be alive. Thank you. You have quite the eccentric group here. But all of them talented, unique, driven.
Is she eating a giant mushroom?
You all seem willful, of your own mind, but when the time comes, you join together and become a force to be reckoned with. I suspect there is no trial you could not collectively overcome. A monster that's been incubating in bioenergy. Lurking so close, yet hiding so well. Perhaps it was what first drew the aging elders here, to satisfy its cravings for energy.
Could be right. Maybe it used some sort of pheromone or something. Eventually, the land became rich with nutrients. The perfect home for tough monsters. The energy smorgasbord must be why the elders inhabit the recess. Huh, you know,
We're lucky you stopped that thing. Would have been a disaster if it left its nest. Well then, 3 cheers for you.
Can't imagine that thing was a lot older.
I think you should keep it.
Listen up, everyone. We've received word from the Guild. The Guild commends you for your dedicated research of the Elder Crossing. In light of your findings, we have confirmed the monster is a new species of Elder Dragon. An official name has been chosen. Xenojiva.
You already have one open.
This concludes your
Yeah, I
duties for the
generally
Research Commission.
try to make
We
group
thank
chats
you again
so
for your service. You are free to return home at your discretion.
not... If I do send out a flare, I'm not talking to everyone else in the party at the same time as I'm in chat.
Presence in the new world still has potential to be of great benefit to the Guild. We would ask you to continue your work there, if you are so
long
willing.
cutscene.
There you have it. If we decide to stay and take on new research, there are bound to be trials ahead. Dangers. You don't want that, do you?
A long cutscene indeed. Welcome to Monster Hunter.
What are you talking about? Of course that's what we want.
I mean, at least this one's voiced versus half voiced and half not voiced.
Actually, most,
Right?
you're not wrong. There is parts that are voiced, which are not.
All right.
Considering
Commission.
how all the old games were like basically grunting.
Welcome to your new home.
Yeah. I just find it sometimes hard to listen to when their voiced parts don't really match the tone of the text.
Ah, yes.
It's like, I'm surprised, but the text says I'm worried about you. Ah, and this is the credits.
Although you read the message I sent to you earlier. Funny enough, that's actually a baby.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, it did pop out of the little cocoon like that. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a bunch more of them.
Oof, you have no idea.
Yeah, see, I'm usually okay when I first start. It's just then I start drawing it out, and the longer I draw out a fight, the more mistakes I make. The more mistakes I make, the more I keep messing up. It's the same thing when I used to play Demon Souls and Dark Souls. If I drew it out for way too long, I start making little micro mistakes, and they just started compiling.
Oh, so you never played You never played Elden Ring before? Oh my god.
No, I played the closest I played was Dark Souls and Demon Souls.
You don't know what you're missing.
I mean, it's similar. It's basically the same thing as Dark Souls and Demon Souls, though, isn't it?
It's open world, though.
True. Which actually may have its own benefit, because then you could just leave areas, can't you?
Yeah, you can.
While, in Dark Souls and Demon Souls, you're sort of locked into this fight until it's done or you're dead.
I mean, it still does that. Like, if you're fighting against a boss, it won't lock you in that spot until you kill the boss.
Ah. I see, I just remember some of the boss fights, like the giant wolf and the two brothers, the head, that would, if you kill one, it basically absorbed the power of the other. And it's just, I remember those fights, literally.
The Onyx Watch. Oh, that was one of my favorite fights.
Yeah, and you just had to pick which one you'd run. I always generally went with the heavier one first, because he was a pain in the ass and he absorbed the lightning dude. And it's just... But, yeah, that's my issue. If I draw a fight out too long, I start making micro problems, like I misread, I don't roll in enough time, and then they just start compiling, and then I notice I start taking more and more damage than I used to. Like, I can be knocked around, not take any damage, but later on I get knocked around and half my health is gone.
wonder he got poisoned randomly in the fight.
Basically.
Yeah, go ahead. Continue.
No, that's just basically how it works. It's like randomly, like, shit like that happens. I remember a fight the other day when I was playing this either earlier in the week, I can't even remember when. All I remember was the stupid ice wind, and I kept chasing the fucker all over the map, and I even got the warning that I'm nearing my 40-minute mark, and I'm like, I'm still chasing the damn thing. It won't stop running away.
Wait, which one?
The one right before the fire. The mission's right before this one.
Oh, you're talking about Kushala. He's an annoying little ass.
And I'm chasing his ass all over the frickin' map. And
He's worse than Rathalos.
And it's like I had no problem until he started running, and then I get the warning saying, hey, you're reaching your 40-minute mark. Then I started getting, making more and more errors.
Try fighting him with... Oh, wait, never mind. You're using a hammer. You were fighting with a hammer, weren't you? Oh,
yes.
Lord, that's gonna be so painful.
If I could just get him on the ground, I don't have an issue. It's just...
Yeah, you're not gonna have an issue until he starts putting on the stupid aura he has, where if you even get...
You can't get close to him. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And hammer has the shortest range, other than one of the weapons with the shortest range, other than the dual blades.
And it's like now I'm starting to notice that it's like I can't grapple enemies like, they led you to believe since the start of it. So it's like I usually grapple then weaken the area so then I can, go bash it. And it's like, oh, well, guess what? You can't grapple anymore. I'm like, what the hell? It throws me off and takes half my health away when it does it.
Oh, yeah, because you grapple when they're attacking. That's why.
I grappled when they're just sitting there staring at me and they still shake me off.
Some of them will do that.
Yeah, well, see, it never told you that from the start of the game. It's like, oh, you can grapple anything you want.
Oh, yeah. That doesn't mean they're not gonna fight back.
Well, at the start of the game, they didn't. They even let you shoot them in the face and they didn't care.
By any chance, you have Iceborne?
Yes.
Oh my god, you have no idea how
well, that's why I have the grapple.
Oh yeah, that's right. If you have a grapple, you have to have Iceborne. There's no way in heck.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't originally have it because I got this with the PlayStation Plus. But then I stopped by GameStop because I seen that they had a used copy of Iceborne for like $12.
Oh, you lucked out, dude.
Because I didn't want to pay the $20 from the PlayStation Store.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. It gets okay. So, I'm gonna let you know right now that armor, like, you physically need. If you don't feel comfortable enough, you physically you will need at least rank 8 armor to at least go through the start of the Iceborne.
Yeah, I don't think I'm even ready for Iceborne at this point because the armor I have. See, I thought this game was more about, getting sets and, having a higher armor stat or not having negatives and stuff. And that's why I went with the Harvest, because there is no negative. And it does have a higher armor stat. Yeah, well, no, I'm still tissue paper.
Because, okay, so here's the thing. If I stop coughing... Okay, so... There is the elemental defense, and then there is the defense. I don't know if you know that. Do you know that?
What do you mean?
So when you go to the armory and you go to the forge, and then you immediately to your right, it's gonna be your weapon, and then your defense. Your defense has your elemental defense, which is fire, water, yada yada, And then on top of all that, there is your defense. That is how much damage you will take if the Well, that's basically the defense scaling of against physical attacks. Like if your monster bites you, slaps you, tail swipes you, that is your physically outright physical defense.
So basically, armor has nothing to do with if they shoot you with fire, ice, wind.
No, it does to a certain point. Because if you have negative fire resistance, you're gonna take more damage to fire breaths, or lava belches, or stuff related to fire.
Yeah.
Same with water, same with ice, same with lightning. If you're over the negative, you're gonna have more. You're gonna survive longer if you're gonna take less damage from a fire breath. But if you're negative, for example, my armor, here's a joke. My armor, it has negative fire, negative 5 points into fire, so I take a bit more damage to fire. I got 10 points on water and lightning. I got 0 points on ice. And here's the joke. To dragon, I got negative 20. I get slapped by a dragon breath, and I get deleted.
So you gotta make sure you constantly follow what they're doing and move away from their attacks.
If they're dragon type attacks, then yes, I will have to be wary of them. But if they're anything but dragon, I don't have to worry about too much.
Yeah, see that's my whole thing. It's just I just assume you don't want negatives, period. That's why I went with the harvest. But it's like now I'm learning. It's like, oh well, you need bits and pieces of armor. You don't want a full armor set. You want to take bits and pieces. And
here's the funny part. You're talking to a person that just dedicates themselves to just getting the full armor set. If I see an armor set I like, I'm gonna get all of it. I'm not just gonna get a piece of it. No, I'm gonna get
Look
all of
who's
it.
here. I knew.
Well, see, that's the way I usually play. But then it's like sometimes it's like I like to mix and match different things.
That is one way of getting abilities and stats from armor that you can